Welcome back to another exciting episode of Keeping Your Village Safe. Chip Rare, your city administrator, your famous mayor, Dave Potter, and our special guest this week, Jenny McMurdo. Jenny Mac is going to talk about business resiliency and where we're coming out of this nasty COVID-19. Thanks again to Sunset Cultural Center, Inc., and the wonderful staff here for supporting us. If you have critique about the lighting, the sound, the way the theater looks, please keep it to yourself. Where this is a positive, family-oriented show, right? No criticism, right? Okay, great. Yeah, Jenny's going to talk about. Well, actually, in 2 weeks, the mayor and I just decided we're going to invite Amy Herzog, who's the executive director for Visit Carmel, to join us to talk about recovery marketing campaign that the VC is working on. Next week on the 14th is a public meeting. Everyone's invited to come and listen to the plans in place to continue to have visitors come back here when we're able to visit. It's been a rough week. We've had some bad things that have happened this week in the village, but we're eternally optimistic. And just a message out to both the residents and anybody who wants to come here and do something nefarious. The council did have the wherewithal to install cameras around the village at every entrance and exit. And if you do something bad, we will catch you. And residents and visitors, please feel protected. What we're seeing right now is kind of an anomaly of what's happening. I think that's what I have, Mr. Mayor, with the exception, two things. The boards and commissions will begin to meet again in June, probably virtually. Mm-hmm. We're working with Ms. Sandin to see if the council can't meet on this stage, 718 seats behind us. So we can probably get some people to come and watch the council meetings. And then next Tuesday, we have our first budget meeting. It won't be a wonderful meeting by any stretch. So that's Tuesday the 12th at 4:30, a virtual meeting again for the council to review the first blush of our budget. We did have some great decisions come out of the council last night, Mr. Mayor. So what do you have to share, sir?
Thank you, Chip. And Christine, thank you for the use of the center. This has been fantastic to be able to meet here. And I do think that if the council can meet here, that would be wonderful. One of the things we're really missing these days is public participation. Last night, council meeting, I believe, Chip, we had only 3 people during the entire meeting. That was 3 times as many as we'd had before. So we'd had basically 3 times 1 is 3. And I think we'd only had 1 person before. I don't want to be too depressing. I thought I'd actually try something kind of different, be a little bit more optimistic today. But the council did decide last night to not fund any capital improvement projects. And that is indicative of the really tough budget cycle we're going to go through. I've been in local government for too long, some would say, but probably 32 years. I've never, ever seen us do anything that draconian and that hard to say we will not even fund road projects where we would get 70 cents on the dollar returned on our investments. It's very hard to do that, but it is very, very difficult to even guess what the future is going to look like, let alone get any positive forecasting. So on the brighter side, I would say we're starting to see some light at the end of the tunnel here, and it's not the headlights of an oncoming truck. It's actually some optimism as businesses do start to reopen. We had construction, recreational opportunities. We had landscaping, we had real estate because of the decisions made last week out of the governor's office and then implemented locally. I do think our communication with Dr. Moreno is getting better. It was pretty much non-existent, but I do think we're getting better at letting him understand that the lifeblood of these cities is our economy based on our businesses. 80%, or actually 79% of our income is tax-based. It's either property tax, transient occupancy tax, or sales tax. We depend on the economic sector. And as we see the door starting to open, I'd say it's ajar, it's not necessarily open right now. Jenny and her group at the Chamber have been instrumental in going ahead and getting the message out that we as a community want to come back. We want to come back as we were, not reinvented in some other form. But the best we can do is get out there in advance and be proactive instead of reactive. And Jenny's been leading that charge. I'm really glad you're here today. Thank you for all your hard work. You are a gang of one. Yeah. And it really is amazing the amount of product you're able to turn out, the amount of communication you're able to get to the community. And I think as we go forward, I want to make sure that the residents and the business sector understand we are all one in this town. We are not divided. Together we will succeed, but we need to support our businesses so we can provide the essential services that this town's come to expect. Jenny, thanks so much.
Thank you. Is it my turn to talk now? Hi, everybody. I'd like to first thank the city for having me on today. I really appreciate you including the chamber in on this discussion. I said this morning at our business roundtable meeting that there has been a void of communication and information from our county, and our city has really stepped up. They've been doing these videos since the very beginning, and a lot of our residents and our business owners, they watch these videos. We share them everywhere, and thank you so much for doing that, because we have a void right now, and there are people who are filling that void, and I'm really appreciative of them. So, business resiliency. It's been a rough 7 weeks. We have seen some incredible creativity and strength from our business owners who are allowed to be open thus far. And that's why we started a campaign, an initiative called Carmel Rising. And we're highlighting those in the community who have been stepping up and helping one another, talking to one another when they need to, supporting their small businesses. And we're going to continue to do that with a lot of programming coming in the next couple of weeks through the chamber. We're setting up a bunch of webinars about let's get back to work. TPO Human Resources is going to help us. Peace of Mind Preparedness is going to do a webinar for us, so be on the lookout for that. We communicate with our members through a daily catalyst. It's an email that we send out every single day now. We used to send it once a week, and it's filled with lots of information, lots of resources, and sharing of stories of our members and our businesses in town. It's really important for everyone to stay as connected as possible. So we have some hope from the governor. We were very happy when he said that Friday there is a glimmer of hope for some non-grocery retailers to be able to open. And he is going to send us those guidelines on Thursday. Not a lot of time for us to prepare for it. So I'm hoping that people are thinking about what they can do and what their plans are going to be when they are allowed to open. So that's coming down the pike. And we are also, as a chamber community, all of the Monterey County chambers formed a coalition to put together a document to give to our county, to give to then Dr. Moreno, to say, we know how to open up safely, taking into consideration our staff as well as our customers. We know how to do this. We're the experts, so please listen to us. And that document is almost finished. The governor did say that counties have some leeway so that they can move through the phases of opening, reopening quicker if they have documentation in place, if they have protocols and procedures. So we're hoping that when we send that to the county and they take a look at it, that they send that to the state, and maybe we can move along a little bit sooner than some of the others. We're hoping. Cross our fingers on that one. But I just wanted to, finish this by saying I have a lot of faith in our community, in our business community. I think we have an opportunity to show just how wonderful we are as a community, as a business community. There are people out there that want to come here. They want to visit. They're stuck in their homes right now. They're ready to get out and go to a community that is like Carmel, that is a smaller community where they don't feel quite as cramped coming in and not going to a big city. I know that people will come, so we have to keep the faith and know that they're going to come. We are a world-class destination. We'll get that community back, and so we've all just got to stick with it and stay connected.
And you keep up the good work. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Thanks.
thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank
honestly.
you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, socially distancing is easy in Carmel-by-the-Sea because of our outdoor opportunities. So
Yeah.
As you
Yeah.
say, the outdoors is always open.
outdoors is always open in Carmel-by-the-Sea. That's right. So, and in the note that you just talked about, Jenny, if business or commercial property owners or certainly residents have ideas about how we can look different in the future, we're all ears. And again, there's some great ideas coming from the business community from sometimes the most unlikely places. So thank you. Thanks, wash your hands, and thank the wonderful dancer who is about to perform for you and for us. And what do we say at the end, Jenny? I always forget.
Stay safe, stay healthy.
Something like
And,
that.
Stay.
What is it?
It's take good care, I
yeah,
believe,
take good
which now has meaning.
Take
It
good
does.
care.
Before it was kind of unknown, the real meaning, but
Take good
finally
care.
got contemporary. Good work, Chip.
Thank
Again,
you.
great
Thank you.
leadership.
Thanks, Chip.
Thanks.
All right. I believe we have some entertainment here. This is incredible. I've been watching this woman warm up, and I'm hurting.
We do. We have some entertainment for you today. I'm Christine Sandine, Executive Director, and thank you again Chip and Mayor Potter and Jenny, you're all doing really great work. And our part in that is to provide some unifying artistic performance for you today. And I am going to hand the mic over to our guest dancer.
Hello, my name is Alexa Julian. I am 16 years old and I am a dancer with Carmel Academy of Performing Arts. Today I'm going to be performing a short piece titled Tread Lightly, choreographed by Anthony Dowson. It is composed by John Field, and this pianist in the recording is Kevin Darvis. First, before I begin, I would like to introduce my mom, and she has a special note to share.
Thank you, sweetie. I just wanted to say thank you so much to our city and the officials. You guys are just keeping us safe, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Christine, Mary, at the Sunset Center for everything that you do and keeping our talented artists going. On behalf of Carmel Academy of Performing Arts and Dance Kids of Monterey County, we'd like to offer you a donation, and we would just really want to thank you again, the city and Sunset Center, for keeping us all happy and going. So thank you, and take care.
And now,
Bravo, bravo. Most impressive, absolutely. I'm never been known for my litheness. I actually play hockey, and so the only time I can move like that is when somebody hits me. So, well, thank you so much. Chip, any closing thoughts?
No, sir, thank you. Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
Again, thank the Sunset Center. I look forward to the day when we're back in full production here. Thanks again, guys. Take care.
thank you. Thanks, Jenny, and thank you so much, Alexa, and your family. And Alexa is going off to conservatory at Joffrey Ballet in Chicago, so let's
Congratulations.
send her off with much ado. Thank you.
Excellent. Well done. Yeah, that was an incredible performance.